As we proceed with our theme for the month, which is continuous improvement in teams, we have an incredible quote from Marcus Aurelius. And Marcus said the following: "Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life." All that comes under your observation in life. So we're going to explore observation as a tool for continuous improvement. Picking up where we left off last week, we spoke about 3 ideas. We spoke about team checkups, we spoke about participant observers, and we spoke about surveys and assessments. I want to focus in on the participant observer one and maybe just expand that a little bit and give you 3 ideas for making that work well that align with this Marcus Aurelius quote. So firstly, what is a participant observer? It is a team member that is participating in the meeting and observing and then going to provide that observation feedback. 3 ideas. The one is rotate that person. Don't have it as the same person every time. Now, you may over time realize that 1 or 2 people are really good at it and you keep it with them and you give other responsibilities. So shared leadership is vital for a team to really find its fullness. Shared leadership is a characteristic of a high-performing team. So you do want to share it around and give people an opportunity, and that gives the benefit of them observing not only everybody else's behaviors but their own behaviors. So that is point number 1, is share it a little bit, and definitely don't try and do it yourself, because your perspective is just your perspective. We need the team's perspective on these things. Point number 2 is get their feedback, get their observations, and even ask them questions about their observations. So if they say, for example, I noticed that we're interrupting each other when we're talking, ask questions about that. Or if they say, I've noticed that one person is really quiet, maybe ask questions, get more observations. In other words, expand the observation. Don't limit it to what the participant observer voices, but be ready to ask a few more questions. So typically participant observer feedback takes less than 2 minutes. I've done it many times. But what I've found is that asking a couple of extra questions heightens the impact, where we actually start to develop actions. And that leads me to my 3rd point. When we have got the observation from the participant observer, that leads us to a 3rd point, which is actions. We need to actually improve. And so we get the team to come up with ideas of how can we interrupt each other less? How can we collaborate more? How can we not just take the first idea and not consider alternatives? What are the things we can do? How can we live our norms? How can we adjust our norms? There are actions that can be taken that improve the team. All of this is an activity that probably will take less than 5% of your time together as a team, but can make a 95% difference. This really is something that can change your team. Do you have questions about participant observer? Let us know. We can help you to create this for your teams to move from satisfactory to something that is transformational. If you like this video, why not hit subscribe? That way you can regularly get conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.